Grand Rising, it is a beautiful morning. As you know, last night was night 6 of me no longer web surfing. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't have a dream. I don't remember dreaming. Um, what I do remember is me waking myself up at 5 a.m. and my hand was trying to do what I told myself I wouldn't do anymore. And then, of course, me being extremely gifted with the clairs, I ended up hearing some spirits asking me why I stopped. So, yes, spirits, they feed off of our energy. And it seems my sexual energy is one of their favorites. And it is what has been getting served to them for as long as I can remember. I was introduced to porn when I was like 8, 9 years old. So that innocence was stripped away from me. Um, me always being isolated, having no friends. It was my first sleepover. I really wanted to be cool. And I accepted it because I wanted to be accepted. You know, thinking back now, I'm realizing you'll accept whatever in order to become or even just feel like you're being accepted. But we grown now. We grown. And I personally would tell myself now, hey, honestly, it's not cool to be hypersexualized or know about the sexual things at such a young age. Honestly, I see you. Keep doing what you're doing and have fun doing it, because once you get into the sexualized life, it's a never ending cycle, and you're going to wish that you never put your foot in at all. That's what I'd tell myself if I could go back in time. What she's doing is wrong. She knows she wasn't introduced this around your age, so why she's showing it to you, I have no clue. And not to mention, I should have known something was off, because it's like, she didn't talk to me. She didn't like me. She really didn't want me to be there that night. Though I know what was up, you know? Again, as I said, my innocence was stripped. I moved into a house who didn't have innocence, and they felt awkward with me being there because I was full of innocence. And I didn't understand it. I do now. Do I still have some type of innocence to me? Honestly, I'd have to say yes, because they still don't like me. So I've had to be doing something right along these years. I did indulge in masturbation and porn and shoplifting. Other than that, that's all. I haven't shoplifted since I was like, what, 18? And not to mention, I'm starting this new journey of me not masturbating or watching porn. And last night was just night 6. Last night was night 6. Yeah. So let me give you guys a catch up on what's new happening. So yesterday, as y'all know, was night 5. Now my body is used to me quitting right there. My body is used to me relapsing automatically. So I guess she was kind of mourning because she really liked what was going on, but my body also knows, hey, this is usually time I go back into a depression because you want to masturbate and watch porn because you don't know what to do throughout your day. So, did I know what to do throughout my day yesterday? No. I had no clue. Yesterday I slept. I walked around in circles trying to figure out what to do. I cleaned my room up a little bit and I still didn't know what to do. So my body was really nervous. She started overeating. It was just, She even slept past 11, 12 in the morning, in the afternoon. And that was new because, like, all these other days, I was waking up early, energized. And then yesterday, it was like she woke up late and then slept in even later. And then, not only that, we didn't go to sleep until 12 a.m. Yeah, it was that bad. She just really thought that I was going to relapse. I guess she said, we're not relapsing. I like where I'm at right now, and I'm going to stay here. And so she kept me up all night. And then, well, it could have also been because I didn't really do anything yesterday. And I could have had like a lot of energy. But hey. And then also on top of that, y'all, I woke up at 5 a.m. Like literally, it's about 5 a.m. right now. And this is the earliest I've actually woke up and been able to stay up. I like it. I haven't been able to close my eyes again. I just haven't. So I'm about to read this morning devotion and kind of get my day semi started, I guess. I'm about to be working on this jacket. And not to mention I have a ski mask and an eyeball. And it's not the plushy eyeball, it's just the eyeball shape that I need to make for this awesome person who has this awesome brand. And and then I have to start working on my social service classes. So, well, I don't know, because I feel like morning time is like more of my crocheting time. So we're definitely going to work on that because I don't really have a lot of time to crochet throughout the day. So I'm just trying to get this routine going. Um, yeah, let's start by reading this morning devotion. I wonder if one of the reasons we can sometimes feel overwhelmingly lonely is because we live in a world so full of division. And while we don't always understand everyone else's thoughts, opinions, and ways of processing life, we can focus on areas where we are all more alike than different. We all have tear stains on our pillows and have faced unforeseeable life altering circumstances, unresolved relationship tensions, unanswered prayer requests. When our hearts get broken, it hurts. Grief stings. Hard stuff piled on top of hard stuff is disorienting for all of us. It seems we are all carrying a bit of sorrow or frustration or heaviness these days. And when we take time to remember this, compassion grows in our hearts toward one another because the reality is they're hurting too. Maybe the truth that we're all carrying some form of pain in our hearts means we're a lot more alike than we are different. Today is a great day to reach out with compassion to another hurting human soul. Make that phone call. Send that card you wish you would receive today. Leave that encouraging comment on her social media. Stop by just to say hello with her favorite coffee. Pray more words over her and refuse to talk about her. Pick a flower and place it where she can see something beautiful today. Give a friend a pinwheel and take a photo of the two of you, proving life isn't all bad. We are so very united in our struggles. We are so very united in our tears. Jesus, help us remember this today. And even more importantly, help us live this today. A statement to remember as I walk into today. Today is a great day to reach out with compassion to another hurting human soul. That's true. The 48 laws of powers have taught us that if a person's hurt isn't on your level, to stay away from them. Either feel better than them or less than them. And I don't like it, honestly. As a person who hasn't read or decided to take the 48 Laws of Power as something that I want to use in this beautiful world, I'd rather use the nature laws other than the power laws. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is full of nature, the world is full of beauty. And the one thing more powerful than anything in my eyes is nature. Yes, man can be all like, oh, well, we can just come and chop all the trees down right now. Nature ain't gonna lift a hand up to us. Okay. And when we chop all those trees down, are we gonna be breathing the same? I think not. Nature is so powerful that nature gives us a choice to hurt it, knowing that we'd be hurting ourselves if we hurt nature. Let me say that again for y'all. Nature is so powerful because nature will allow us to hurt her, knowing that we'd hurt ourselves if we hurt her. Yeah, yeah. I love to live by those laws. And I believe it's maybe because the reason is that I know I've endured a lot of pain. I know I have. And I've experienced me walking in a room, people automatically thinking, oh, she smiles a lot. She hasn't been through nothing. And then when I sit down and tell them my story, they're so shocked that they push themselves out of my lives. Everybody is hurting. Everybody deserves love. They say to cry when a baby is born into this planet. Even a baby is hurting, y'all. That's probably why I don't have a close friend right now. Because I haven't been able to find anybody who's actually been on my level of hurt. And then when I have, it's like they do spells and they get angry when I ask them not to do spells on me, not caring that, oh, maybe that's one of her hurts. Maybe she's had spells done on her. Instead, they want to attack me or get angry or say I'm accusing or I'm assuming. No, I'm not. I'm communicating. I'm setting a boundary. It's like you can sit here and do to the world what your parents did to you, and everybody will say, that's okay. That's okay. That's how they grew up. That's how they were raised. But when you outgrow the way you were raised and you don't do to the world what your parents did to you, but instead of that, you ask the world not to do to you as what your parents did to you, that's not okay. Why are you assuming that we're going to do that? Why are you hurting us? Why are you pushing us away? Oh, so you'd rather me actually hurt you instead of ask you not to hurt me? I'm starting to think that the people who hurt the world by how their parents had hurt them were hurting their parents. And their parents just reacted that way. And the people who asked the world not to hurt them were just hurt by their parents for no fucking apparent reason, for no real illegible reason. And then gaslit into thinking that they actually did something. Well, if you are one of those people pleasers who was just hurt and hurt and hurt, if you are one of those people who asked the world not to hurt me, you are loved. I love you so much, much more than you will ever know. I'm struggling into accepting who I am because I personally realize that I'm not who I am. I am who I was nurtured to be. And this nurturement was branded into me. This nurturement was beat into me. This nurturement was stabbed and inflicted into me and onto me so heavily, and to the point where I didn't think I existed at all. To the point where I just thought that I was some type of doll that was so ugly that emotions and wounds were made for her. She was created for wounds all the way around. And I'm seeing that that's not true. That's not true at all. Was I created? Yes, I believe I was created. I believe I am created. I believe God created me. And that's why I'm still standing. Dolls aren't made, they're created. And I was created. You ever took an arm off of a doll and then put it back in? Yeah. The head off of the doll and then put a new head on it? Mm-hmm. That's how a lot of us are. Let me tell you something. They could change all of our limbs. They could even change our mind. But they will never change our soul or our heart unless we allow them. And 9 times out of 10, it's not that they allowed them. It's just that that's who they truly were. You are as who you are.